place, and I don't care how tough. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. People say you can't do that. You can do anything. We are God's highest form of creation. There is nothing on the planet that will equal us. Every bad thing that has ever happened to you is your fault. Now, I use the word fault to shake people up that you are never, ever, ever, ever a victim unless you choose to be. Everything in your life will change. You're always in control. And a man provides. If you don't protect what belongs to you, then sooner or later, it belongs to someone else. It goes for your land, your wallet, your home, your country, everything. It is your job as a man to protect it. The story of the whole goddamn world.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Super excited, fired up to be on here with the fam. You already know, kicking the week off with nothing but greatness. Cedric in the building, Las Vegas. I see you. JoJo at the gym, catching the sauce through all the mist over there. I see you guys have some crazy flooding, some intense weather, sending blessings. I hope all is going well on that side. Shane and Talina, look at the views. For those of you guys that didn't get a chance to see the views that Shane's got over there, let me give you guys a sneak peek of the energy, how we're vibrating this morning. Woo! Talk about some Virgin Island views, baby. I love to see it. The journal vibrating high with the freaking ocean. You got the boats out there. Love to see it. We definitely got to go ahead and plan a dream team trip so everybody can go ahead and get out there together. I've actually never been to the VI, so I can't wait to go ahead and schedule that for the fam. Hope you have a blast over there. But first, before we go ahead and get into today's topic, fam, today we're going to be talking about how to go ahead and get a raise, how to get a raise in the next 30 days. So let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of gratitude down below, and we're going to go ahead and dive into today's topic. It's going to be a good one. So share this out. Do you have anybody that's looking to level up in the next 30 days? Love it. This training is actually part of what I'm doing tonight for the leaders. So this is going to be a great sneak peek for everybody. Love it. All right, IG is tapped in, fam. So grateful to be on here. So grateful for God. So thankful to be alive, right? To be able to move these things, to be able to get access to the alkaline Kangen water, to journal. We got the reading knocked out. Actually, today was actually day one that I had a chance to finally get into the journal. Mills in the building. What's going on? I see you. So check this out. The journal finally just came in. Super excited. We got the bluestone on top of there. And look at this. You open it up. It's got this cool little clasp right here to go ahead and lock it in and close it. So you open it up and then boom. Today is day one. First day that we got a chance to go ahead and ink up the journal. So I cannot wait to see all of the amazing manifestations that are coming inside of here. So if you guys want access to a fire Buffalo official leather premium notebook, shoot me a DM. I actually have this inside of my e-commerce store. So if you guys want to go ahead and get a new notebook, reach out to me and let's go ahead and get into today. But first, love it. So first thing I want to go ahead and talk about as we get into today's topic on how to go ahead and get a raise. Now, this raise could be in multiple different fields, right? We could be talking about going in, maybe hitting the next rank. Platinum 600, that's an extra $7,200 raise on top of what it is that we're making right now. And I want to ask everybody, what would an extra $7,200 do for you? Game changer. Some people might be like, well, that's really not a lot of money. I want you guys to put it in this perspective, right? They said back in 2020, an extra just $500 in the household would have stopped 70% of divorces. So $7,200 a year, that comes out to $600 a month. That's platinum 600. So I remember thinking, well, $150 every single week, that's not really a lot of money. But if I were to pull $150 from that paycheck this month, we'd probably be like, hey, I need that. Put that back in. So $150 even a week is a lot more money than most of us think. So that's a game changer, right? Be able to pay off some debt, be able to pay off some bills. So as we get into this training for today, allow the wheels to start turning to see, where do we want to go ahead and make this quantum leap? Where do we want to go ahead and raise our income? Is this with trading, e-commerce, building a brand, right? All of these different areas that we have to choose. And today we're going to go ahead and get into it a little bit deeper. Okay. So this training is going to be a good one that you want to not only take in, but also a phenomenal training to go out and teach. Okay. So here we go. Diving into today. Here's my first question. First question for everybody is going to be this. Okay. What business are we in? What business are we in? This is crucial. We have to answer this if we're looking to go ahead and get to the next level. So I want everybody to go ahead and just drop your answer down below. What is one of the first things that comes to mind? If somebody were to ask you, what business are you in? Let me know. What do you guys think of when you first hear that? What business are you in? Yes, we're in the business of trading. Yes, we're in the business of digital skill sets, of e-commerce. So that might be one of the three questions. Travel, marketing, right? Impacting lives and building leaders, telecom, sales, and e-commerce and people. Love it. Okay, so you guys are getting some ideas going. So I have three questions for this first part. Number one is, what business are we in? So the average answer, what most people are going to say, well, I'm in sales. I help people with e-commerce. I help people with trading. I help people build a brand on social media. All of these amazing answers. That's great. But let me ask you this. Are we speaking from the way that we see it for somebody to sell it, or are we speaking from the other side so they can see it, so they can actually buy? Now you're like, D, I have no idea what you're talking about. Please go a little bit deeper. I got you. Okay. Here's my second question. First question is, what business are we in? Second question is, what business are we really in? This is a training I got from my mentor 2 years ago, and I'm telling you right now, this completely changed the game, allowed me a whole bunch of clarity, and I know it'll do the same thing for every single one of us. So number two is going to be, what business are we really in? And as that sits, what is your answer? What comes to mind when I ask you that question? What business are we really in? Watch the shift. Mills in the building. Reza, it's good to see you. Any ideas? Any answers? Bellencourt, my guys, good to see you. So here's the answer, okay? Number two, the real answer, what business are we really in, is actually this. We're in the business of building a community. We're in the business of helping others win. We're in the business of helping others better their finances, better their body, actually get more sleep, get more connected to God. Right or wrong? Is that not the business that we're really in? Helping others really stretch out of their comfort zone? You see, this is the business that we're really in. It's almost better than knowledge, right? All of these different things. This is what the person on the other side is looking for. Yes, trading is great. Yes, e-commerce is phenomenal, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the real reason why people are joining, right? People remember this. People don't just join the company. People don't just join the products. People join us. They join the business for who it is that we are. People join business, people they like, trust, and want to grow with, right? So this is where it all starts. Being able to allow others to see, how can this benefit their life? Because here's what's on their forehead. You ready? WIFM. What's in it for me? So when I switched how I put out content, it's not just about us. Yes, traveling is great. Yes, accomplishing is phenomenal. But the person on the other side of the screen, they want to know how this can benefit their life. How can they take action? How can they get 1% better than they were yesterday? And I can tell you right now, if you can allow that to sink in, from now on, all of the pieces of the content that we put out, what if we focused on them instead of focused on us? And this comes from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? He said, we'll make more friends in 2 months by being interested in other people than we will in 1 year trying to be interesting. Feel the shift, right? So being able to ask questions, being able to see, go on your story today. Here's my challenge for everybody today. Ask your audience some questions. Give them a chance to be able to go ahead and raise their hand. That's what Jim Rohn talks about. Give value, build an audience, and allow people the chance to raise their hand and say, hey, I want some more of that. Whether that be showing the community that we have, showing some testimonials, showing the morning routines that's going on all day long in the group every day. All of these different things we can leverage to show people this is bigger than just you and I, right? People talk about, oh, that's great that you're doing it, but I'm going to tell you what makes people really take action is seeing a community. You see, when I saw one person trading, that was great. But when I saw the whole community, when I saw people from all different walks of life that were learning, that were winning, that were growing, that were elevating, that had mentorship, that had tools, that had guidance, I said, you know what? Hey, I want some more of that. I want a winning team. I want AI tools. I want to be able to take advantage of the future. Drop a 3 down below if you guys want to take advantage of the future. If you guys want to take advantage of AI, if you guys want to be ahead of the curve, are these things that you guys would like to be ahead of? Well, guess what? Our audience is probably the same way. And if they're not, guess what? They're not the ones for our business. This business is not for everybody. It's for anybody, but it's not for everybody. And that's okay. This is why polarizing is important. Showing people who we are, showing people our values and beliefs. We're going to attract the right people, and we're going to weed out the ones that don't need to be there. Okay? So that's my second question. What business are we really in? Here's my third question for the first piece. You ready? What business are we in? What business are we really in? And here's number 3. What business? Here's a big one right here. What business do we need to be in the next 6 months? Woo! If 97% of people heard this question and took action with it, their lives would look completely different in 2024. But you know what the sad thing is? There's a lot of people that are going to do the exact same thing that they did last year. They're going to have the same habits. They're going to have the same knowledge. They're going to hang out with the same people. They're going to go to the same places. Guess what? They're going to get the same results as 2023. So when it comes to what business do we need to be in 2024 in the next 6 months, this is why some people play chess. Some people play, drop it down below. Some play chess. Some play what? Checkers. Those that play chess are multiple steps ahead. Those that play chess are just living for the now. They're not thinking about what's coming in the future. And guess what happens? If you don't pay attention to what happens in the future, you get wrecked by the future. Kind of like Blockbuster. You guys remember Blockbuster? I remember going to Blockbuster, walking in and picking out our video games, picking out what movie we wanted to play. Well, now we don't have that. Now we have something called Netflix. We don't have to go anywhere. We can literally have that movie right from our bed. But you see, because Blockbuster was not looking into the future, they weren't looking 6 months, a year ahead, and they didn't change. They didn't adapt. Guess what happened? Well, you see it. They don't exist anymore. Same thing happens with life. Same thing happens with our growth. You see, for us, we know that it's so crucial to start learning about crypto, NFTs, Web 3.0, right? Taking advantage of AI, learning how to get ahead of the curve. This is the business that most people need to be in the next 6 months. I don't know about you guys, but I was over in Miami 2 weeks ago, or about a month ago. And over there, they already have self-driving cars. You guys know that? They have literally complete autonomous Uber drivers. There's no driver. You get in the car and it takes exactly where you need to go, and there's nobody driving, right? When you go to the airport, they don't even have flight attendants at some spots. Why? Because robots have taken over their position. I'm telling you right now, this is serious. This is real stuff, right? So if you're not paying attention in China, if you guys know about 5G, right? In China, when you guys walk down, let's just say the downtown boulevard, they have 5G cameras that can literally scan your face, and they can see your last name. They can see where you stay. They can see all of that. And when you go in an Uber over there in China, guess what? All you have to do is literally stand next to the window, and there's 5G that scans your face, and you can have a payment that's already attached, and the payment just goes through because you have a balance that's already there. Scans your face, you get in the car, it's already paid, it's already set up, it's already documented on the blockchain. They have robot monitoring security here in Vegas. Isn't that crazy? Over robots? So if people are not looking towards the future to go ahead and take advantage of what's coming, they're going to get left in the dust. Those that are not paying attention to crypto, it's going to be just like a couple years ago. Man, how drop a 5 down below if you guys know somebody that was like, yo, I wish I would have got into crypto in 2017. Wish I would have learned about this a couple years ago. Wish I would have took it a little bit more seriously. You know why? Because they weren't looking ahead the next 6 months. They weren't looking into the future. They were just paying attention to the right now. But if you've been doing your research, you guys see that BlackRock, some of the biggest investment companies, some of the biggest brands in the world are taking their piece of the pie. They're investing, they're getting in, they're taking advantage while most people are looking at the president, the news, what's going on social media. The 1% is locked in, fam. They're literally already in. So by the time that everybody catches up, they already took their money. They're already out. So it's safe to say now has never been a better time than to start thinking about what business do we need to be in the next 6 months. Guess what? We're already here. We're already ahead of the curve. Learning about e-commerce, that is going to be one of the biggest industries in 2024. Learning about any digital e-learning stream of income. E-learning, okay, this is going to be one of the biggest industries in 2024, and we are right in the middle of it. So that's the first piece I want to talk about. 3 questions. What business are we in? What business are we really in? Where do we need to be at in the next 6 months? Okay, here's my second piece for today. It's called the Brian Tracy model. And it's very simple. You guys have probably heard about me talk about it before, but it's 4 things, okay? What can we start, stop, do more, and do less, okay? 4 questions to really go ahead and evaluate where are we at right now. How does my money look like? How does my connection with my creator? How is my connection with my family? 4 things. What can I start, stop, do more, do less? So maybe on the start, okay? What can we start doing right here, right now, today? Not tomorrow, not next week. What's maybe something that we've been afraid to do in the past couple weeks or so that we've been putting off? We've been procrastinating. We've been waiting for the perfect moment to go out and make it happen. For everybody, that's going to be different. For me, it's getting back into my content. I need to go ahead and get back into sharing the story, putting starts, okay? Something to stop. What can we stop? Maybe it's scrolling. Maybe it's hanging out with the wrong people. Okay, for me, it's scrolling. I'm telling you right now, even if it's freaking 10 minutes and I'm scrolling, looking at something that is not productive, my mentor says this: one distraction can take away 23 minutes of our time. So think about that. Every time we got distracted with social media, a conversation, something is going on, that's a lot of time that starts to add up and build. So that's something for me that I'm focusing on, right? Last 2 is what can we do more or what can we do less? Do more, okay? More content, more videos, more connections, more calls, getting events going back over on this side. This is the do more for me. What is the do more for you, okay? And last but not least is do less. Focus on listening to good music, okay? Good stuff. So my do less, even for me, the little music that I do listen to, I'm cutting that out even more. And I'm going to do less music, even more personal development, even more. So my subconscious is literally wrapped around my goals, vision, success, tunnel vision all day long. Sent you the KT series, right? Do more. Maybe listening more to KT, listening more to some of these Go Live educators. Whatever that is for you, everybody's going to be different. But it's good to start getting the wheels turning with this, okay? So do more, do less, start, stop. Perfect. All right. Next, here's the next piece. The next piece for today is going to be talking about what is called QLQs. Absolutely. AZ is coming up. I'm almost done. I got 2 more for you. QLQs, right? Who knows what a QLQ is? I know Shane tapped in. Absolutely. Ocean, is good to see you. What's going on? Daniel in the building. QLQ stands for this. It's a quantum linguistic question, right? Here's a couple of QLQs for you, right? Essentially what a quantum linguistic question is the brain is kind of funny, right? Whenever we ask a question, the brain is always looking to find the answer, believe it or not, right? Whether you want to or not, when I say something, the brain's just going to look for an answer. It's how we are. It's how we're wired, right? So I want to see where your brain goes when I ask these questions. Number 1, here's my first QLQ for you. Who are you becoming when you have made the changes that you have decided on that need to be made to grow the business, right? This. You see how this goes in order. Who do we become when we make the decision to start, stop, do more, do less with all four of those things? And I want to give you guys a hack to go ahead and really get organized and take action with this today, right? With your start, stop, do more, do less, if I were to give you one piece of advice, it's 3 pieces, right? Draw an A for anything that is a high priority, write a B next to those that are so-so, and draw a C next to those that you could keep on living, but it would be nice to go ahead and kick it out and trade it with something new. So I want you guys to go ahead and go through all 4 of these sections and put an A next to the super priorities, put a B next to the not so much, and put a C next to the ones that's kind of towards the bottom. And I want you to literally number them. A1, A2, A3, and don't go to the B's until we've already done the A's, right? Priority A1, priority A2, priority A3. So now we can really get organized and move the needle forward for today. It's huge. Okay, I promise you this is a game changer if you take this seriously. I've done this multiple times, okay? Here's my second QLQ for everybody today. What is the ripple effect of our life when we make these changes? What's the ripple effect? What happens? What does life look like? Are we walking? Are we walking with our chest out? Are we living with a little bit more gratitude? Are we being of service every single day? What does that P600 version look like? What is that you that has literally emails coming in day after day from Kachings? What does that person do on a daily basis? What's their energy like? What's their feeling like? Another QLQ. I got 2 more QLQs. Who do we become when we hit $10,000 a month? What do we see changing that we no longer do now? All of these things is just words to allow the vision to get a little bit clearer, okay? Last piece. Here's my last piece for everybody today. We start our do more, do less, start, stop. What's the skill, right? Now I want to go to the highest paid skill. What is the highest paid skill that we can master in the next month, in the next 90 days? And I've got a couple different questions. Just my last slide for everybody today. You ready? What's the highest paying skill? And now what is this skill? I want to ask everybody today so we can hold everybody accountable. What is the skill that you want to master coming into the next month, coming in the next 90 days? Is it trading? Trading? Is it e-commerce? Do you want to brand yourself on social media and make an ebook? What is it? What do you want to focus on? What are you going to lock in with? I'll never forget, for myself at the beginning, I said trading. Trading is what I want to learn because we didn't have access to everything that we have now. We didn't have crypto. We didn't have e-commerce. We didn't have social media. All we had was Forex. And I said, you know what, for the next 6 months, this is what I'm locked in on. I'm talking about every single day. I'm going to be locked in with the Go Live. I'm asking questions. I'm going to be plugged into the group chat, right? Want to be trading because you should be trading right now. Absolutely. Such a powerful time to be getting into the skill set. Why? Because it's recession proof. I knew that. It doesn't matter if the market goes up, doesn't matter if it goes down. We can profit from both sides. So what is the skill set to master? Here's my second question. Now that we know what skill set it is, let's dig a little bit deeper. I always like to take things deeper than a surface level because that's where the magic happens, right? Doing the deep work, not the shallow work. Here's the second question to that. What is the skill costing us by not taking this seriously? I'll never forget this training when I got it from our mentoring. This gave me a huge perspective. How much money are we leaving on the table by not going after the skill? I'll give you one example, okay? Platinum 600. Let's say we're afraid to talk to people, but we've been wanting to make an impact. We want residual income, but we're afraid. We're afraid of maybe what somebody else thinks. We're afraid of what somebody's going to say about our business. Well, here's the fact. We're leaving on the table an extra $7,200. What would that do for our life? How many bills could that pay for? How many trips could that allow us to go and experience? What would that money be able to do for some of our family? How much money are we leaving on the table by not taking these skill sets seriously? It could be 6 figures with e-commerce. Could be 6 figures with trading. Could be 7 figures with crypto, with Web 3.0 and NFTs. That's how much money is being left on the table by not taking these skill sets seriously. Give you an example. If somebody invested $100 back in Bitcoin in 2014, That'd be over $20 million. You guys realize that, right? If somebody would have learned about these skill sets that long ago. So how much money are we leaving on the table by not taking these skill sets seriously? And I asked myself that question. The answer was multiple six figures from me not taking trading seriously at that time. I said, you know what, today's the day. I'm locking in. I'm done playing around with my potential. I'm done playing with my skill set. Drop a 2 down below if you guys are done playing with your potential. You're tired of being sick and tired. If you're ready to go ahead and wake up the beast within and really see the greatness that's been waiting to get out all along. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Trust me. Okay. Here's my third question. What can we do today to move the needle forward this week for the skill set? What can we do right now? Getting off this call. If that's trading, who's your Go Live educator that you're getting on? If that's e-commerce, Sienna's live right now. She's literally going over how to set up your TikTok shop and how to dive into ads. I'm about to eat that up. I'm about to eat up that knowledge. Okay. That's what I can do right here today. That's how I can grow because I want to master e-commerce. And then coming into next month, I'm getting into crypto. We're going to be all over it. Swipecoin. Oh yeah. Scalper. Better believe it. Some of these investments with these coins, we are locked in. Yes. Crypto Nick is giving out Ethereum. Literally, some of these plays are insane. It's plug and play. I've been getting so many Ethereum plays. Yes, such a great time. Okay. So what can we do today? Maybe we can literally switch our package and get access to Swipecoin, start taking some trades. What can we do today to move the needle forward? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's setting up an event. That's something that we're working on over here on this side. Getting events so we can expose this information. So many are looking for this access. So many are looking to learn about these skills, and we have it. And I know that people are looking for it. So that's part of what we're working on. My last question for this skill that we're going to master is this. Waddles the Waddles, here's what he says. It's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. So you might have been getting on the Go Live. Maybe we've been plugged in the chats. Maybe we've been asking questions. But it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. And the way that I can relate to that is with journaling, okay? I've done journaling in the past, but you see, when I used to journal just to check the box, just to say that I did it, just to go ahead and put some ink on the paper. Until a couple months went by, I'm like, man, where's the results? Why am I not manifesting anything that's going on in here? You know why? Because I didn't have the feeling. I didn't really believe what I was writing. I didn't have the emotion running through my veins as I was putting the pen to the paper. But now it's different. When the pen hits the paper, I believe it. I see it. I feel it. I embody it. I can smell the beach as I'm writing it on the paper. I can feel the sand in between my toes. I can literally feel the ambiance of where the vision is as it's written down. That's why they say the secret is the feeling. So we can both be taking notes. We can both be in our journal. A twin can be doing the same thing, but one does it one way, one does the other way, and gets completely different results. Why is that? It's not about doing certain things, it's about doing things in a certain way. Maybe we've been getting on the charts and we're aggravated. We're frustrated every day. We're thinking about what's not going right, what's wrong, and then we lose a trade. Now we're even more pissed off. What happens if we get on the charts with gratitude? What happens if we show up and we're excited to be here? We're excited to learn. Even if we take an L, well, that's a lesson. I'm going to be able to learn from that. Now when I get on the charts next time I see that same move, I already know what to do because I saw it before. You see? We're doing the same thing. We're doing the same activity, but it feels different. The perspective is different. The lens are literally looking from a different angle. No losses, only lessons. Yes. So fam, that is my training for today. I want to keep it super short and sweet. I'm going to be doing an in-depth training tonight for the leaders, going over all of this phenomenal one, how to go ahead and hit Platinum 600. If you guys are looking to go ahead and get a $7,200 raise, if you guys are looking to go ahead and get an extra 6 figures in your e-commerce account, in your trading balance, by the end of 2024, I'm here to tell you whatever that dream, whatever that vision is, number one, let's dream much bigger, much sooner. Because even if we don't hit it, who knows the saying? I would rather aim for the moon and land on the stars than aim too low and actually hit it. You see, every one of us are capable right now in the next 90 days to go make an extra $5,000 a month inside of our business, right? We all have the access. We all have the tools. It just comes down to right here. Being able to make the decision, being able to believe and have that sense of urgency, hitting the ground running. Absolutely. So, fam, if you guys are ready, if you're excited, if you're ready to go ahead and put the shoes on, strap them up and run the race, run the play, drop some threes down below, smash that like button because I can feel it. I see the energy in the chat. I see the momentum. I see the manifestations. The quantum leaps are here, and there's plenty more on the way. So, fam, remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. We're here with you every step of the way. And let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. Let's make it happen, fam. It's game time. Let's get to work.